The barrier is up and the four of them have made their way into the living room. Demo, Ten, and Pulmo are all sitting down while Braverde is standing. He has a serious look on his face as he starts. You've seen the students here. They look beautiful, strong, and damn near perfect, right? Ten nods with a slightly excited smile, thinking back at all those beautiful people. But when he sees the disgust in Braverte's eyes, he is brought back to reality. Those bodies shouldn't be possible for teenagers. 10, on your planet, everyone can use higher reasoning to transform things, and I'm pretty sure all of you took that for granted. 10 doesn't really understand the point Braverte is trying to make because it's a given that anyone can use HR. So he just nods yes. Braverte then continues. What if I told you that you're able to use HR the way you do because of your Mokshi? 10 is now completely lost as he has never heard of this before. Mokshi? Braverte nods and places his hand on his chest. This is where Mokshi is born. The stronger your Mokshi is, the greater your higher reasoning results are. On your planet, everyone is born with a great amount of Mokshi, so everyone is able to use it. But on this planet, people are born with a very low Mokshi. Demo doesn't want to jump to conclusions, so he decides to ask what he is thinking. So instead you get stronger bodies? Braverte shakes his head. No, they are weaker, but only in the beginning. Our bodies adapt extremely well to changes. We are virtually immune to poisons and diseases. This allows us the ability to change our body without severe side effects. However, this can only be done when you reach the age of 21. That is the age when your body is capable of handling the stress of transformation, and your Mokshi is strong enough to allow it. Ten thinks back to all the big muscles and perfect body shapes he saw. Then how did all those students get those bodies? Braverte brings up the vial with the purple liquid. They use this drug called SARC. You apply it to your skin. The drug will seep into your muscles and force them to change. If you then apply just a little bit of Mokshi and HR, you can shape your muscles however you want. Demo doesn't really see the problem. What's wrong with that? Sounds like a good way to get the results you want without having to wait. Braverte looks at Demo with a look that has hints of sadness in it. That is the thing. This drug forces your muscles to do what you want. It does so by taking away your very life force. 10 is now starting to see the picture as he comments. So this kills you to make you look good. Braverte nods. Most students already know the risks, but they figure that looking good now is worth a few years of their life. Demo is starting to see the illogical nature of it, but if the trade-off is minor, it still doesn't have to be a big deal. How many years are we talking? The rumor is 1 year for every time you apply the drug. But that is not the problem. The real issue is that there is a new drug called Mios. They used SARC as the base for the new one. Mios is twice as effective, and the muscles are even easier to manipulate. Mios is so strong it disrupts and at times even attacks your body's Mokshi, and a body without proper Mokshi circulation is like a zombie. We have hospitals full of students and people who are in a coma-like state. They don't die? No, the body still functions, but the brain and muscles have, for the lack of a better word, checked out. Demo looks at Braverte with a slightly confused look on his face. Isn't that their choice, though? Braverte looks at Demo as if he didn't expect that coming from such an innocent-looking young man. It is. That isn't what I need your help with. I've been researching the zombies to see if there is anything I can do to help, and that's when I found out that they aren't zombies. Their brains and muscles work just fine. Someone used the new drug to hijack their bodies. Their muscles are storing all their life energy, and their brains are receiving signals from an external source that isn't giving any orders. Yet. So, someone is able to control them but hasn't done it yet? Exactly. Then we need to find out where the signal is coming from. I already did. It's coming from this school. 10 is surprised at what he just heard. He looks at Pulmo and then back to Braverte. Do you know who it is? We have our suspicions, but no real proof yet. Demo is now thinking that this sounds a little weird. You're the headmaster of this big school. You can't just use your resources? This school is filled with students from rich families who run this world. The teachers here work for those families, or they are trying to take control of the school to gain power. For a long time now, they have been able to cut me off from my resources using underhanded tricks and regulations. At this point, I'm just a figurehead without any real power in the school. Why don't they just fire you? Because if they give me proper cause, I can challenge them to a duel, and no one wants that. Demo smiles. You're that strong? Braverte chuckles sadly at the question and touches the side of his face that has a different skin color. No, I'm very weak. Just skilled enough to beat them. Demo, somewhat disappointed in the answer, leans back in his chair. I would like to ask you two to be my eyes and ears and find out who is behind Myos and in control of the signal. Will you help us? In unison, Ten and Demo answer, no, yes. Ten said no, whereas Demo said yes. The two then start bickering. Ten believes that this is dangerous, and since it has nothing to do with them, they don't need to be involved. Demo, on the other hand, feels like this is dangerous, so he will be able to fight some strong people. Ten appreciates the help they have gotten from Pulmo and Braverde, but it's not enough to put his life on the line. Demo knows that if he finds the boss, he will have to fight their very strong bodyguard, which will be a great experience. Demo is able to win the argument by telling Ten that no matter what happens, he will be there to save him. So reluctantly, Ten agrees. They both turn to Braverte at the same time, and once again in unison, they answer, yes!